everyone, and welcome back into the den. My name is Grey Wolf, and this is another Raid Shadow Legends video. So, today we are on day 2 of, I guess you could call it the Monster Mash, pre-Halloween, whatever the case may be. A new combination for the 5-day challenge, and a little different approach than I've ever taken. Like I said in the last video, I usually go attack heavy or poison heavy and as quick as I can get through the campaign. And this time chose a code that kind of sets you up with a set of Halloween characters, if you would. So Harvest Jack, Miscreated Monster, don't have them yet, but Venomage and Deacon are the other two that'll come, and then I used the Pelops code. Now you can see here, I only have these two at 50. None of them are ascended. I actually have really minus, the 4-star boots that you get standard right now. Not really great gear for either of them. Pretty jacked up gear actually, considering they're both HP heroes. But what I didn't have, I was able to farm through once I hit Brutal to just get some HP gear to throw on them to get them through this. And with that being said, I have completed Brutal. So you can see campaign Brutal here, and we got all the way through it and picked up the Sacred with how much time left? 2 hours and 1 minute to go. So it's kind of a teeth grinder. However, it was one of the easiest runs through. With the exception of having to stop to grab some gear and, sleeping a full sleep schedule. It was actually pretty easy. I didn't hang up on any stages, and a lot of that is because in the campaign, Harvest Jack's ability to take away buffs and block buffs made all the difference. When you took away the buffs, or you sapped the buffs while Pelops was throwing on his Victor's Bounty, you basically offset the entire way that they set up the campaign to work. So a lot of those campaign stages where you have people throwing out stuff like Unkillable or like the HP like revives and stuff like that in some of those stages, Harvest was just shutting them down. So you didn't even have to deal with that side of it. You basically just had to keep clicking for the next stage and every now and then leveling up. So really impressive without ascending anyone, without really doing anything special, having terrible gear. I was able to basically coast through the campaign. So that should be of note to any of you that are looking to kind of power through a campaign and see what you can get at the end of the 2 time. This is not a bad combination. I'm actually a pretty big fan of Harvest Jacks now. I did pull 1 shard just because I needed to break the monotony of hitting buttons, and I ended up getting Horden with that. But let's go ahead and pull the other one here live. So, ooh, I do look. So on I have Mavara on my main. Oh, Palace or Mavara. I mean, Mavara made my account. It's probably not the popular vote, but I'm gonna go with it, and I'm gonna go Stag Knight. Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go Stag Knight on this one. Okay, we're gonna run that way. And I do have one pull, so that's really not gonna not gonna matter. But let's see what we got here. And 3, 2, 1. Let's see that gold. Nope. But who did we pull? Oh, we got a Royal Guard. Okay. Not what I expected. Great in Hydra. Okay in Chimera. Royal Guards. This is turning into a very defensive base team here. So should help me in Fire Knight too, right? Forehead. Max HP nuker. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I've never brought Royal Knight up myself, but not sad to have gotten him. There's a fusion going on right now, and I'm like, I just fired up this account. There's no way I'm going to do that. So, what's next? Join a clan. I'm going to do that. In fact, I'll go ahead and join my own clan that I run. And you can see some of my others that are in here as well. For some of you that have asked me how my Demon Lord looks on my other two, like my main and my sub account that I use for Demon Lord farming for shards, here's my main account. So rolling about 23 million a key on Ultra Nightmare, and then my sub account here is running about 19 and a half, well 20.5 I guess. So not bad here. My goal is with all of these 5 days that I run up, I want to take those that I actually get pretty good rolls into, that I actually enjoy playing them. I want to take them and run them up to where each of them are in this Ultra Nightmare, with the pure and weird goal of being able to nuke down a Nightmare, or like half an Ultra Nightmare, literally with just mine and sub accounts. Because between the computer and using your phone, and if you got a tablet, you could actually just do your clan bosses on all three and run about 3-4 accounts pretty easily without taxing yourself throughout the day. If all you're doing is running the clan boss and farming shards, it's not too bad. But yeah, it takes a little while to get up to Ultra Nightmare, so that's kind of more of the time suck that comes in there. So now, what's next for this account? Well, in 1 hour and 54 minutes, what's going to happen is the Void Shard 2-time will start, that they give you at the beginning of a new account. And so in that time, I need to, within the timer of that, I need to run down all these dungeon challenges to get to stage 4 of 5. And that will give me one more Void Shard and give me basically 3 2-time Void Shard pulls. And at that point, it's just clan boss prep. So that's kind of where we're at with this one. I guess I could pull these 7. I mean, it's not gonna... If I got a Stagnite on here too, I mean, we're really pushing the barrier here on this one, for defensive teams. Time Master, what did you do? You're a reviver. I could use a healer. I don't know that I need the healer. I mean, yeah, I guess I could. Let's go this way. Let's just have some fun, shall we? Let's go ahead and pull these 7 for the fun of pulling them. Alright, here we go. Now I have had random things happen on some of these accounts where I'll just be pulling these sevens to get rid of the account and end up. So I chose not to take the Stag Knight, and I ended up pulling the Stag Knight. Okay, makes no sense, but we'll run with it. Oh, we're gonna get another epic. Lark. Know nothing about you. Turn meter decrease. You. Not really good. Debuff. Nah. Whatever. You'd probably be faction war. But that's two epics and two pulls, and one of them happened to be someone I actually wanted. Even though I didn't select them, which is kind of funny. It'd be really cool if we got another epic and actually pulled Tidemaster. That'd be a thing. I am gonna get a couple more shards as I just go through the dungeon challenge. So no more on that one. But we have a goal now. And that goal is to race down these dungeon challenges now. So, for these, usually what I would suggest, I've done this so many times now, is I just start grabbing kind of all the main dungeons and running them up to 4 or 5, and then I'll go back and start working back through them as you unlock the next set of challenges. So we're going to go this way. Now I have some interesting fun to have here. We're going to go this way. We're not even going to put gear on them. Basically using them to just level through here. Though this will be an interesting little combination. I don't know that I've ever had a more defensive based dungeon group. At least not in recent memory, especially to start. This is actually not a bad start for an account. A Royal Guard, a Stag Knight, and Miscreant. And what's going to happen is I'm going to get the pieces for the clan boss. So I should, if the code worked correctly, end up with a Venom Mage and a Deacon, which makes this group here a solid foundation. So now we just have a lot of dungeon stuff to farm through. I have Pelops running fast to get that shield out. In campaign, that helped a ton to get that out there. Especially when you're shutting down all those buffs or pulling them. There are times when they were just fast enough to get the buff off, especially in the speed stages. But once you just used like the A1, you would actually steal it off them with Harvest. So it wasn't terrible if someone got a buff on them that I didn't shut down. I would just end up taking it. In fact, there were entire stages. Trying to think of what stage it is with the dragon that self heals and does the unkillable. He would steal the heal, and that was the only way to really heal him because I don't have a Tagora or anything. So it wasn't bad if they did throw something on like that. It just meant I had to account for it later on. This should not be bad at all, especially if they steal that shield. So, yeah, not a bad start. Got some grinding to do to get through this. I can probably do it in about an hour, maybe an hour and a half. Get through all the dungeon stuff as long as I don't hook up on any of the special requirements. Being that in some of the dungeon uh, challenges. There's specific things you need to do, so like heal reduction, any of those. If you don't have someone who can do that, always look to your 2 stars. They seem useless for the most part, but some of them actually have the abilities you need to clear the dungeons as their A1 or A2, and a lot of times they're actually a guaranteed or a higher percentage chance. And that's pretty much all they do. So then you just drag them into one of the dungeons, get that one requirement you need met, and feed them later. You don't even need to really level them, just throw some gear on them to keep them alive long enough to hit the boss. So that's my suggestion there. Because I didn't bring Kale up to 5-star, I still have all the 4-star chickens. So now the question becomes, with Venomage and Deacon coming, who am I going to quick line to a 5-star to help out? Or do I just use that 6-star out Pelops? It's a good question. Pretty good conundrum too. Like this, I'm actually really liking this account. One of the other accounts that I've been playing quite a bit that I meant to show you guys here soon was a Narma Pelops start that I had. And the day I went to go delete it, I was pulling like I was doing right there with Ancient Shards just randomly. And I ended up pulling a second Narma. And so then the question became, what happens if you have 2 Narmas in a clan boss? So I'm kind of looking forward to running that one up and seeing what happens in clan boss when you got 2 of them. And can you offset them and speed time them to get them to just wreck clan boss when there's 2 just laying down poisons and the other one blowing them up constantly. It's an interesting thought. I've got it on my to-do list. It's one of my accounts I need to run up for that Nightmare clan boss kind of goal of mine that I was talking about. But this, I'm probably not going to delete this account, especially now. This has been a lot of fun to play, and just those random draws there got me some people that I don't even have on my main account that I've just kind of wanted as a wish list. So yeah, I might keep this one around and see what happens with it. Let me know down in the comments if this is one you'd like to see me take to Nightmare, and see how fast I can get it to Nightmare. I wouldn't mind doing that challenge. Hold off on another 5-day challenge and actually push this one account and give you guys updates on it or something like that. If that's something you guys think would be fun, let me know down below, as they say in the comments. Don't know why I keep saying that, as if there's anywhere else you're gonna put the comments on this. But as I start going through all this and clearing these challenges, I do want to thank you all for every like and subscribe. We got a lot of love on a short we did showing some of the Warhammer stuff we're working on for this channel. And we do appreciate it. Every subscription, every like helps out a lot. And I'm glad to see that people are enjoying watching us kind of do our hobbies and joining us here for them. And I guess on that note, as I continue to pull through all these dungeon challenges, thank you for joining me in the den again. My name is Grey Wolf, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks.